Good morning everybody, how are you all today? 7:30 again, Saturday morning. Listen, it's a beautiful day. I'll go back to my other expression the other day. What can you do today? It'll just be a 1% improvement on the day before that could accelerate you by doing 1% every day after that, to compound to the end of the year, to get a wee bit closer to where you want to be. Different lifestyle, better lifestyle, lose a bit of weight, gain a bit of weight. You know, just these sort of things. Oh, by the way, today, got my plastic bag. I've got my, it breaks down anyway. It's the ones that you put your food stuff in. Because I'm going to pick 3 bits of litter off the beach every single day when I go down there. I'll hate to sit down again. So, if you're on here watching, give me a shout out. Or give yourself a shout out. No, me a shout out, forget that. Anyway, I've headlined this today as what have I said? What did I call it? The importance of building a reputation. Hi Derek. The importance of, now you'll know about reputation because Derek, you have got a fantastic build quality when you do refurbs and stuff like that. So I take my hat off to you. I saw your poster last night. The new bathroom suite you had fitted into somebody's house, and it's like, oh, it's stunning. Anyway, that's by the way. So the importance of building a reputation. I'll refer to my notes again. I always refer to my notes. So day 13, I think we're on. We're on to day 13. A couple of lessons I've learned by day 13. By this time, I think it was about 3 years. I'm still working as an accountant in industry. Full time. It's taken a big toll on me, but I'm continuing to build my buy-to-let business, and this was before the year 2000, in the 90s. So I'm continuing to build my buy-to-let business. I think I'm on property 12 now, after about three years. Yeah, morning on. After 3 years. So I'm up to about property number 12 here. This is the property that. Controversial. It was our next door neighbour. It was our next door property to where we lived at the time. My wife didn't want to buy it, but when I saw it, it was run down. Let's be honest. But when I saw it, I saw the potential. I saw the potential for appreciation and adding value. I also saw the potential for the rental value, and to have a good quality, and also the potential to control the property next door. And who's in it and who lives next door to you, because sometimes I'll be disillusioned, let you be disillusioned by this, but our neighbours were sometimes quite antisocial, downstairs and across from us and diagonal to us, because we lived in flats and quite a challenged street, but there was a purpose for that. So we had a wee bit of tough time with neighbours and stuff like that, and I can understand how some people have a difficult time, and we help them as much as possible. So importance of building a reputation in what you're doing. Actually, this was when I approached them. I approached a lot of banks at the time, bank managers, because buy-to-let was never a word still. We were 3 years into my journey. Most bank managers had no idea what I was talking about. We had one sympathetic one, and then I came across a bank manager at the Clydesdale, and they saw the vision. Straight away, they bought into it. Now, I'd been at the Clydesdale, I'd approached them about 10 times before through various different avenues and various different people. But this opportunity, this person said, yes, this is the importance of a no is just a yes waiting to happen. The circumstances just have to be right. That's the whole point. So I think that's the importance, to keep going and keep being consistent and persistent about what you're doing. That's probably one of the lessons I've learned with this property purchase and the way they're going. This actual bank manager saw the vision straight away, and they decided to give me funding on an overdraft to pay for the deposits on a 80% loan to value. So they were giving me the 20% on an overdraft in order to pay for the deposits. So effectively 100% funding. Little did I know that further into that, they went away on holiday, and somebody went, wait a minute, this guy's 100% funding. And then I paid off the overdrafts. It was no problem. But it was a great opportunity while I had it. It was no money down really, and the bank was financing the whole lot. And I'm sure the bank manager got a wee bit of stick for it when they phoned me and they said, I got stick for that. But that's over 20 years ago. I can't remember their name, but if you're out there somewhere, thanks very much. You did start me on my journey. And I got 100% funding. They got, obviously, their bum felt for it, let's say. But I saw the potential in this property anyway, backed it, and immediately, it was a 2-bedroom property, but the lounge in the dining room was huge, one end to the other, massive. And I saw the opportunity straight away. So it was a £400 rent a month. Okay, let's make it a 3-bed. Stick a stud up in the middle, and then just have a bedroom off the living room. Perfect. So I did. Stuck a stud in the middle, £600, and then, immediately put the rent up, £500 a month. £100 a month, just like that. £1,200, cost me £600 to do the job, and I was getting £1,200 extra a year in rent. So you see the opportunity at the time, and what it can give to you, and that's what I achieved out of it. Hi Ian, hi Alan. And the next steps out that is building reputation. Well, this is quite important, and I don't know how I got on their list somewhere, but Fife Council started to refer people to me to sell their houses and sell their shops. I used to get calls from people out the blue saying, I was heavily involved in Fife Council, developing systems and helping them build because of part of the Landlord Association. So I did get a good reputation as a result of that, and hopefully I still have. And Fife Council started to refer people to me, and I do remember one person, one in particular. It was a shop in Burntisland, and she phoned me up one day and she said to me, look, I was referred to you through Fife Council. I'm looking for 80,000 for my shop. I do remember the figure because I was blown away. I says, look, leave it with me. Let me do a wee bit of homework. And I went up to have a look at the shop. I looked round. I did my due diligence. And I thought, this shop's worth more than £80,000. This shop's probably worth about 100,000 at least. So I actually phoned her back and said to her, look, 80,000's far too low for this shop. I'm not in the business of buying shops, to be honest. I said to her, it's not what I want, but 80,000's far too low for this shop. And she says, I've got another buyer wanting to buy 80,000. I says, oh, right, okay. And the long and the short of this story was, I said to her, and this is probably integrity more than anything, and I have done this before for a lot of other people. I said to her, look, I tell you what I'll do. If you're going to sell it to that person for £80,000, I will buy it for £80,000. But I know it's worth a lot more. So let me do some marketing and do some selling for it, and let me see if I can get a better price for you. And all you do is pay me a fee. It's typical standard estate agent's fee. I think it was 1.25%. And she agreed. She says, that's fantastic. I had to do a bit of convincing for her because, not everybody does things like that. They just usually think, I could make 20,000 and I'll take advantage of that. So I did that. I got 105,000 for her house or for her shop. And that's what I loved about what I did, and I still do that today. And that's what I love about what I do. So I managed to get another 25,000 for our property that she was going to accept 80,000 of someone else for. And we sold it to someone else. I never bought it. I just got paid a fee of 1.25%, which was probably about 1,500 at that time in money. And it's about its importance of building a reputation and building a team in order to do that. But I was referred that person by Fife Council to look at that, and I felt that it's not a time to take advantage of other people, and I don't believe in that at all. So if anybody is out there and they're looking to sell their house, and this isn't a pitch really, and you've got one of these property buyers or whatever it is, I'm going to rub everybody up the wrong way here, the property buyers, come to me first, have a wee chat with me. I'll tell you how much it's really worth, and then you can decide if you want to sell it to someone else at X amount of value. That's entirely up to yourself, but I'll tell you what it's worth. And that's the importance of having a reputation and building trust. And that then went on as well, that sort of similar reputation to the tenants. I always gave good quality houses. I always believed in having a property that I would move into myself as I would offer to someone else. So I would never offer something to someone else to live in as a rental property unless I would live in it myself. So it always had to be a really good standard, decorated, new carpets. I do the typical magnolia walls, white skirtings and facings and ceilings, and beige carpets, and new kitchen, new bathroom, double glazing, new heating system now. So that's the continuous upgrade that you do in terms of offering good quality, a good quality product. And in that way as well, you actually get referrals for your tenants. You know, your tenants actually start referring their friends to you. Hi, James. And as a result, actually, my occupancy rate was about 99.9%, almost 100%. I actually had an occupancy rate of 125% one time out of property. Work that one out. I'll maybe tell you, if you contact me, I'll tell you how I did that. So occupancy rate was really high because a lot of tenants kept referring me all the time to me as a landlord for property. So I had a waiting list of people waiting to move in to stay with us, and to a degree we still have that reputation today at Fife Properties because it was built on the same model and the same system in terms of how we do something. So I think that's my lessons for today: is build a good reputation, make sure you start from the start, and be moral in what you do. You know, if people sniff that out straight away if you're dishonest, and it'll come back to haunt you later on. I'll guarantee you that, because I've known many people that's tried to do that and it's come back to haunt them. And so it's the long game, it's the medium term to long game that you're in, and you're not in the short term business of taking advantage of someone else. That's just my opinion. Okay, so that's my lessons for today. Build a reputation. It's great stuff. The people that are watching this just now, you're doing something that no one else is probably doing. Everybody else is in their bed. And that's the difference. The wee 1% improvements every single day, which will make a fundamental difference to your overall improvement at the end of the year. And then 5 years and 10 years' time, again, it'll make an overall improvement there. Bye for now, okay?